Hey guys, what is up? BioJoe here, and today I will be showing you how to use Gamemaker Studio and how to use these things in order to make a platformer game. Gamemaker Studio is a very high level of, technically, programming, I guess. It's very good for beginners, so if you just want to start getting into making games, you got a couple ideas that are within the spectrum of what you can make, then that'll be good. Then you can just use that kind of logic and thinking from using GameMaker Studio to move on to other things too. So the first thing you're going to want to do is know what all of these mostly do. And I'm not going to focus on every one of them because personally I don't know which every one of them do. I mostly only know the simple stuff from working a lot in those. So stuff you need to know is this is the little Pac-Man over here is create a sprite. So you just click this and it opens up a sprite. So we'll make player, edit sprite, and we'll make it new. We're not gonna have it we're gonna have it 32 by 32. Is that within? Nope, it is not. I should have just taken Control Z there, but screw that, right? There we go. Alright. Undo. So let's just make a little ball here, I guess. We'll make a little ball as our player. And let's give him a little blue inside. Nope, that is hideous. Alright, let's just have this. Nope, screw that. Alright, there we go. We did it. That's our player. Isn't he beautiful? Alright, so that was sprite. Over here is sound, where you'd open up right here and you'd go into all your sound files and check stuff. That took a while to load. And then you just hit right here in order to play the sound, and hit right here in order to stop the sound. And I'll show you how to add those in later. Here is create a background, so especially good if you're trying to make like a platformer game, as we are going to do today. So I'll make the background brown, so just normal color. I mean, I could make it white, but brown feels more like a background to me. Here is paths, so like if you wanted to make a moving spike or something, you would have it follow a path that you would make. Create a script, create a shader. Have no idea what these two do. Isn't that fun? Create a font. If you want to have a font or anything, I'm fairly sure that that's what you do. If you want to have a custom font, I'm not gonna have one of those. I'm not gonna show you guys how to do that much. Create a timeline is by ticks, and you'd have all these actions playing. I personally don't have any experience in it, considering I don't really use it, because the times I did try to use it, I failed horrendously. So that's that. Here's create an object. So if you want to add anything into the game, you'll have to create an object. So we'll do player underscore obj, and we'll add our player sprite right here, and we'll get back to that later. And create a room, especially useful if you want to start making your levels and stuff. Well, of course you have to, but that's why we're doing them 32 by 32, because that's our player. He's 32 by 32, and he fits in just perfectly with these little lines. So, let's start with the movements of the player. So, actually, you know what? We'll start with having a brick, I suppose, because don't want to overwhelm you with all these things as of right now. So for this, I'm sorry for the background noise, vacuums and stuff. I'm honestly very sorry. So let's make this, I guess, and that seems good enough for now. Doesn't look too close to our player. Looks a bit closer to our background, but it seems like it'll go in nicely. So wow, that was actually fairly simple. All we have to do is really create the object. So we'll add our sprite 1, which I actually should have named. Whoops. I'll just go over here and name this wall. Wall. Not whack. Okay, wall. Alright, so after that, we'll just go into player object. And first thing you want to do, so we're going to start creating the movements of our player so you can actually move him around. So we'll add an event. Yeah, I'm really sorry for that background noise there. Create, because this will just do it instantly, a piece of code, and you want to type in move underscore speed space equals 5 semicolon, because if you put that semicolon there, it ends off the thing. So that's good. And then the next one you want to do is you want to create an event with step, and after you do that, you want to go to this. Well, I'm already in control, but in the control tab, I'm sorry, I didn't point out that the code thing is also in the control tab, which is right along here. So we got the check empty, so throw that in there. And you want to have one there, and you want to hit relative. Okay. And set gravity. And when you set gravity, you want to have your direction as 270. And you want to have your gravity as 0.5. And then we want to go back into control, put an else, go back into move, and do set gravity again, and have absolutely nothing in it. Don't make any changes to it, just hit OK. So next, what we want to make is the collision with the block. So we'll do collision with object 1, which I should have named wall, but I forgot to again. So move to contact. Wait, I just have to find this. There we go. And you want to do maximum 1, not -1, which is the default. And do speed vertical. So I believe that's right here. Yep, there we go. And have nothing in it. Alright. And next, we want to start doing the controls. I'm going to have space, left, right, stuff like that. But you guys can do whatever you want, really, I guess. So, key press, and we'll start with space, since space is a bit harder, and you want to get it out of the way first. Well, even though it's not that hard, whatever. So, check collision, whoops. So we want to... Man, I'm forgetting where all these things are. Oh, it's probably in here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Check collision. And then you want to do Y1 and check it as relative. Now, find speed vertical again. And type in negative... Oh, that's 7. I wanted negative. -7. Alright, now we're done with space. It wasn't that hard. I said it was kind of hard, but it honestly wasn't. I'm sorry. Why did I do key press for that? That's pretty stupid, actually. 1 second. I want to change that. Change event. And you probably want to do keyboard. So I'm gonna do keyboard. Where did I put it? Where did I put space? There we go. And then now let's do keyboard again this time. Man, I'm messing it up a lot. Left. Right. Now go to check empty and control. And x equals -move _ speed and relative, and jump to position, which is right here for once. Yay! Oh, nope, never mind, it's right here. And you want to do -move speed, or -move _ speed, and check relative. And then that's good. And now let's add in the last event. Well, actually, wait. You can just duplicate this keyboard. We just did left, so we want to do right. And you just go into here, and what was that? I don't know, but I don't care either. So, and then just take out this, the negative, or minus, or whatever you want to call it, in front of each move _ speed. And now we did the movements, I believe. Yes, we did. Alright, so now let's go back to our room 0 and let's start making a level. So now this will be pretty simple, I guess. And we won't have an exit yet. So we'll have this like this. Oh wait, I forgot. You can just hold it down. And we'll just have it going across like this, and then going across like this. And I don't care about the quality of the level, honestly. And like this, and like this. And there's a hole right there, and I do not care. So, and let's insert our player object here, and it should be working. So you're going to wait a little while for your stuff to load up. If you add a lot of things into your game, it'll take a while longer. Because I had made a game with lots and lots of stuff in it, and it takes forever to load up, especially from the Gamemaker player. So we'll just wait for this, which is taking an unusually large time. Oh, it was the sound. Since I didn't put anything in the sound. So, messed that up. So, and then our stuff is working. In space, everything is okay. Wow, we got a game here. I'm not gonna go far enough to say that it's a good game. I go far enough to say that it's a game, but that's basically what's basic about it. So, now, this is not a completable game, is it? Not really. So, we're going to want to start making things that you're going to need. So, chances are you're going to need stuff like spikes. So, I'll just make some spikes out of this black stuff. That is paint that I forgot to call paint. Or whatever, I don't care, honestly. And we'll just make spikes, because that's definitely what a spike looks like. No one knows what a spike looks like anymore. A good spike. Good spikes look good. Because only the true heroes know what a spike looks like. So that's what our spikes look like. Don't judge my graphic designing. And we want to create an object. Spikes. Obj. Because, well, screw everything else. We'll have it as spikes. Salad uses physics, and we'll add it in that little hole. Why don't we? You didn't have to open that up. I accidentally hit that. So we want to go into player obj, and we want to collision spikes. And it depends on how cruel you want to be. You can go into this, and you can do this if you just don't want if you're having a platformer and you don't want to be really mean about it. Well, you can restart the room if you land on the spikes, or you can be extra evil, and you could go into, oh god, where is it? I am missing it. Where did it go? Here we go. Restart the entire game, and that'll start them from the beginning, as you probably already figured out. So I'm feeling pretty nice today, so I'll just have restart room. I'm not gonna have a death sound, because the last time that happened, that was a very bad idea. A very bad idea. So, then we're going to want to make something that can get us to the next level. So, let's add in a little door for ourselves here. Door. This is definitely a door. This is what a door looks like, people. We'll add a little doorknob right here, because that's what a doorknob looks like. Slightly exaggerated. And we'll have door. And now, let's add in an object. Door. Underscore obj. You don't have to put underscore obj next to it. I just want to do that in order to organize stuff. So let's make it solid. Uses physics. Collision's a bit weird, so sometimes you might have to jump on top of the door in order for it to work. But whatever. What are you gonna do about it? So, anyways, we'll have collision here, and collision with door obj makes you go to next room in main 1. I'm sorry, I might not have told you that. So, go to next room. Alright, now, let's use these things on our level. So, let's hit object, door, and we'll make this a bit bigger. No, wait, never mind, I forgot. This is a 2-block space, so if we want to jump on top of it, it's going to be really bad. Let's see if it doesn't work. Alright, so let's add in some spikes here. Let's make it a teensy bit more challenging. And even though it's not challenging whatsoever, might as well just add these in, I guess. So we'll have those, that, for OCD purposes, and let's play the game. Hopefully I didn't do anything wrong, because that would be honestly pretty bad. On my part, especially. Alright, it's loading up a lot faster this time. Alright. Now, you can, go into the player and set the speed again, but I think I actually might do that. Because this guy is pretty slow. I don't know about you, but I think he should probably go a teensy bit faster. Maybe about 7 or so. So let me just test to make sure that my wonderful door works. It does. And it should say this. It's a fatal error, but that doesn't matter. Just click on abort. It just happens when there's no level after it. So, as I was saying, let's go into here, execute a piece of code, and where it says 5, let's make that 8. We'll see how fast that gets us. And we'll play the game again. because a lot of this is pretty customizable. Like, what I'm showing you is just what I figured out you could basically do with these things, really. And now our guy's a bit faster. So now he's at a, gotta go fast level of 8. So, pretty smooth. This is working pretty nicely. Not too glitchy at all. Just ignore that again. That doesn't count as a glitch, alright? So, for create a sound, it's pretty easy. Well, it's not that easy, I guess, if you want to really think about it that way. Let me go into my desktop, into my music folder, and let's go into, not gonna do Chili Dog Anthem, please no. Let's do, fine, we'll do this one. Now, this is going to be very disturbing. Actually, it all depends if I have my audio on. Actually, so that you might not be able to hear it, but I'm just using this as a thing. Well, it's pretty obvious that I'm using a thing, but whatever. I don't care at this point. All right, so add event, create. Now, on your first level, if you're using this especially, you're gonna want to make it so you probably can't die. It's just kind of an introduction. So, because if you do die on the first level, it'll replay. So that's why in my game, when I used this, I had no spikes or anything on the first level, so you can't die. So, let's click out of this, and click into this. Here we go. And I didn't name it, because I don't feel like naming it, but, now, this was for a parody game that me and my friend made, which I still haven't uploaded Game Jolt, but I will eventually. I promised him that I would, and I will. Alright, ready? It's very beautiful. So you can hear it actually works. I'm going to close out of that so none of you have to lose any more brain cells. So, that is really the basics of creating a game. Most things are customizable, as I already told you. So if you get stuck a lot or something, you can just go into keyboard, letters, you could do S. Oh, no, wait, never mind, you couldn't do S probably. I just do Y or something like that, and you'd make it restart the room, stuff like that, so that would be like a suicide thing. And that's pretty much the basics. If you can like figure out everything else, then you should be pretty good. And you can create a really good game with the Gamemaker Studio. Even though that my door may be crap and so may my spikes and my player may just be a red circle in blue, that doesn't mean your game can't be good too. Because my game, obviously right here, is the very best. So, I hope you guys can go make a game or something with Gamemaker and create a good game. Try posting it to Game Jolt as well, because then other people can play your game and they can feel like, wow! It's made with Gamemaker Studio. This is pretty impressive for that. And you know who to thank. That's right, kids. Gaben. Alright, so I hope you can enjoy the video. If this helped you, leave a like and subscribe if you want to have more videos. So, also comment if you want to. Comment whatever you want, I guess. So I'll see you guys